Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first pick of the second round back in 2001, and that's the veteran Drew Brees.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And a look now at the offense for New Orleans.
When I see Latavius Murray with the ball in his hands, I think that he's a dangerous player. He has good speed, good presence to run inside, nice toughness, and good vision that once he gets past the first line of defense, he can make a guy miss and turn it into a bigger game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now Brees. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now Breeze. And he will find his man. It's Kenny Brent. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a three-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. They'll run. It's Rodgers. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. The starters defensively now for the Falcons. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now Will Lutz, who went to college a stone's throw from here at Georgia State, comes on for the field goal attempt. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This is taken at the 3. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run. Devontae Freeman works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Ready, 25, 58, come on. Coming to you.
Here's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
58, 58, Mike. Switch up, switch up.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
And 58 is the Mike. And 58 is the right.
It's a pickup of 3.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing now is Breeze. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down inside the 30. First catch. For last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a 1st down.
Mike, ready? 95, 56. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, switch gears.
On 1st down, it's Rodgers. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Breeze. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. This is Freeman. And Freeman lost the football.
Wow, that ball was knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Ryan to throw. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. His first catch good for 8 and a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike.
Now Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And they do finally get him at the 12. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends in a touchdown run from Devontae Freeman. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. They'll run on first down. Rodgers. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brees. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Brees to throw. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Fielded at the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Latavius Murray getting set to go again. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game. Going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Murray, and he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on to 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Some of the best games of the weekend come in that 1 o'clock Eastern window, one of which...
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
I'm going to come back to you.
Now Rodgers. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
At the 45.
From the 45 on second down. Breeze. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8. Breeze now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Breeze now. He has Brett over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tack McKinley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Way back at the 17 now after the loss. It's 3rd and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So now after the penalty, they'll try again here on 3rd and goal. Breeze going to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they...
Lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check 56. Rush in. Check.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Ryan, he's going to rifle one deep, and that's caught inside the 30.
Holding offense.
That's on the first guard selected in the draft back in April, Chris Lindstrom from BC. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games. We've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Breeze. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Got it complete to Rodgers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And complete right side to Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On 3rd down, Murray. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And Lutz's kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Freeman again. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He's back to throw. This is brought in by Hardy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st. Back to throw on the crossing route, complete. That's Hardy. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
A 20th carry now for Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Back to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The Falcons on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
22. 20.
4th down. Here's Ryan. Now a desperation throw. It's caught at the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now.
A 27-yard attempt.
And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Falcons are going to win the game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Falcons, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.